Before I begin this video, I would like it if you subscribe if you've never done that before, or you're seeing me for the first time and you like what I say in this video. Please subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell, as well as like, share, comment on my videos. I'd love to hear from you guys, and that's the way you can support me. I also want to thank you guys for always pressing play, for supporting me in what I do. I truly love and appreciate you all. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about defining a good person. Because if you've been watching me for a long time, you know I always start by my videos by saying I'm talking about a good person and not a narcissistic, abusive, controlling person. So today I just decided, let me break down to me what I term a good person. When I talk about a good person, I always say there are good people are not perfect. Because in life, nobody is perfect. I always say we were brought up very different. The way your parents, your guardian, whoever brought you up, taught you what good is different from what I was brought up with the definition of good. That's why I keep saying nobody is perfect. But good we can be, bad we can be, but nobody is perfect. Even Jesus himself said, why do you call me good, yet me, the one who is good is my Father? And me, I'll define the good that Jesus was talking about as perfect. Because we can say Jesus lived a perfect life, but yet he did not define himself as the perfect one. So I want to give definitions on a good person. Now, man, a good person is ready to be corrected. You're ready to receive someone's correction about what you've done wrong. You're not going to, the person knows when I tell them I did not like this about them, when I tell them this didn't sit right with me, when I tell them I wish you could do this better, when I tell them thank you so much for doing it, or thank you much for whatever it is, but whatever it is. Yes, your emotions will feel pain. Oh my gosh, you will. Correction is not easy. But then the fact that you can receive it makes you a good person. And when I do this list, you don't have to fall in all categories because, again, you're still working on yourself and you're not perfect. So you're able to receive that correction. Why am I saying correction is important to receive? Because if you're going to live a life with somebody else, you cannot live. You know how we live in a society where people say, I'm going to live for me. When you've decided to be with someone else who you want to build a life together, who you know you're going to be with for a long time, for a lifetime, you guys have to become a team. And if you're going to become a team, I can't be pulling towards the left and my partner is pulling towards the right. We'll never get anything done. We need to pull the same direction to get the work done. That's how the ox used to work when they were, some countries still today they use oxen to farm, to tow the land. So that imagine if the ox one goes left, one goes right, how will they get the work done? As a team you have to combine. So correcting what you don't like about your partner, and you say it in a very loving, kind, calm. Don't say it when you're upset, because usually when you're angry, you'll say things that many times you do not mean, but it has done a lot of damage. So say it when you're calm. The situation has cooled down, or you have to know when, where, how to say it. So find the right time, the right place, and how to phrase your words. So when you don't like something, just sit down and say, babe, I love you very much, and I do not want to, I'm not saying this to bring you down or to hurt you, but I really don't like it when this, and this. Just have a calm conversation. So the one receiving the correction, please just take it and just say, you know what, I've heard you. I need some time to process it. I can't lie to you, my emotions are hurt a bit because I thought I was actually doing the right thing, but I've heard you. That's a good person. You're not saying, yes, sir, thank you for correcting me. No, just go process it, think about it. Then later come back and say, okay, I've seen what you mean, and I'm going to slowly by slowly be patient with me. I'm going to take time because this has been part of me for a very long time. I didn't know it was wrong. So please be patient with me. I'm going to work on it. And thank you for being patient with me enough to come and tell me because you want this relationship to work. I'm not saying you have to take everything I've said that you use in that. I'm just trying to explain to you. A good person receives correction. Another thing is, a good person may have anger issues and they know it. So basically, a good person knows their weaknesses. When we can't walk in life denying that we don't have weaknesses. That's why I'm using the Bible because I am a Christian. So the Bible talks about you're judging someone's speck in the eye, yet you have a log. So we can't say, oh, that person is, yet you have your own weaknesses. So it's good for you if you do not know, because I'm telling you there are some people in life who've never been corrected, who've never been told this is wrong, because either they are too sensitive or they just never had someone who cared enough to be honest. You have to find out what are your weaknesses. And let me tell you, if there's a place that will show you what your weaknesses are, it's a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship will help you grow and it will grind you, because now you have to be vulnerable for a deeper connection. There's so much vulnerability in healthy relationships. So in those vulnerable moments, in those when just the relationship is good, you'll find out you have weaknesses. So when you identify what your weaknesses are, you will work at dealing with them. You will work at dealing with them. If you have to take a slow by slow process on just writing down, this is my weakness and this is what I need to do. Find out how do I overcome this weakness. Talk about it with your partner and say, when I walk away from you during an argument, it's not that I do not love you, and it's not that I do not respect or honor what you're telling me. It's because I know in the inside of me, I get easily upset. I get angry during such things and I don't like it. So to not say the wrong thing, not do the wrong thing, I will walk away and calm down. Then I come back and we can have a discussion. I ask you as my partner and I ask you as the one I love, please be patient with me. What I would advise is you deal with these things even before you enter into a relationship, especially when it comes to things like anger. But we cannot do all things at once. Life happens and we can find the one we are meant to be with even before we've dealt with our weaknesses. But don't stop being a better person. So if you're going to sit down and explain to your partner who you are and what you're dealing with, believe me, because by the time you're being a good person, you have a good person, also be understanding and be like, oh, that's really nice, she knows. It's really nice he knows he has issues and wants to deal with it. So you identify your weaknesses and work on those weaknesses. Another point is, a good person is not a pushover. Sometimes people are too nice. Too nice. You know, that's why when you hear, oh, be with a good person, you're thinking you're going to be with the too nice of a person. The too nice, they're pushovers. They don't speak up for themselves. Such cowards many times. A man who is too nice can be taken advantage of, controlled by the woman. That's why you find women fall for macho bad guys, because they don't want to be the ones who take control. They want a man who will dominate. You know, when a woman who once thought she loves control meets a dominant man, she realizes, oops, control ain't for women. But when you keep having the nice guy, you find that woman will control you. So when I talk about a good person, I'm not talking about a too nice, not confident kind of person. So don't be too nice. You're a good person, but don't be too nice. Be confident in your goodness. Be very confident. A woman tries to control you, say, my dear, I'm not that kind of man. Yes, I am good to you. Yes, I treat you well. But you will not control me. Trust me, that woman will melt. So don't be too nice. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of you. You're so nice that even when you go to work, everyone knows if I overload this guy with even my own work, they'll just take it. No. You say, hey, me, I have my work, you have your work, you do yours, I do mine. You're not being paid extra to do someone else's work, so you do yours. Don't be too nice. Please don't be too nice. Don't be too nice. Don't be naive. Don't be naive. Don't be naive. And in this naivety, I'm talking about how I don't understand. My men, you're wonderful, but I don't understand how you keep sending women who are not your wives money. Women you know who are just taking advantage of you. 2K urgently. Send me money. Girlfriend allowance. No. Husbands are providers, not boyfriends. Not boyfriends. Don't be so naive. Even sometimes you're not a boyfriend. You're just a man who is interested in this beautiful woman and you want her attention. You give her money, you give her money, yet she's not giving you the attention you deserve. You're giving her money, she's not even yours. Why are you sending her money? Why do you keep sending women money? You on your side, you're struggling. I saw this video where this guy pays this girl's rent for 2 months. This girl even shows she has no interest, but this guy is so blinded by the fact he wants to be with her, gives her 2 months rent, yet he's not even paid his house is about to be shut down, locked down. So why are you giving money? Don't be too nice. Don't be naive. Good people are not too nice, and good people are not naive. Don't be played a fool, man. Don't. I'm engaged right now, and I never expected a girlfriend allowance, and I mentioned it from the beginning. I do not want or expect a girlfriend allowance. Neither now do I expect a fiancé allowance. But when we are married, living in the same house, I have his last name, alright? Now there, we can talk about how he can send me money, because at the end of the day, I need the upkeep of the house or whatever it may be. I can go on a shopping spree, but I'm not asking for it. Honestly, he takes me on dates, pays for the dates. Love that. He takes care of me that way, but I will not ask him to send me money, and neither do I expect it. And I made it quite clear I don't want it. Let's save, let's save for the future. Keep that money aside that you would have sent me then, and let's save for the future. So man, don't be naive. Don't be naive. Good people ain't naive. I'm going to keep repeating it. Good people are not naive, and neither are they too nice. Those are the only few points I'm going to give today, because if you've watched my videos, you know I've talked about how being a good person is also learning to control your emotions, and I don't want to keep repeating too much. So